Because you've been posting, Larissa. What is going on? Like, what? Tell me.
So annoying. Nah, um I dropped about 32, 34
Saw.
kgs in the
Mhm.
past 5 months, I think.
Wow.
Um, so I feel like I'm getting to a place where I feel like myself again.
I see
When
it.
I didn't feel like myself,
Yeah.
but no, yeah. I'm like halfway through a 6 week challenge at the moment.
Mm.
But yeah, it's going well. On the challenge, I've only lost like 4 kilos while I've been
Wow.
on the challenge. So it's been
Wow.
3 weeks, and then we
Hmm.
got like 3 more weeks before it finishes, or 2.5 to 3 more weeks.
Wow. 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 So this is wait. So you're doing a challenge right now?
Yes.
Okay. Is this the 75 hard challenge?
Nah, it's a 6 week F45 challenge. So it's
Okay.
all about like reducing your fat and stuff. So the
Mm.
winner is based on the most uh fat loss.
Wow. You sound like you about to be the winner, Larissa.
I don't feel like I will because like even though I'm bigger and can lose more weight than more average people, they can lose more fat by not having to lose that much more weight because they're smaller. So they
Mm.
don't like have a lot to lose. So I don't feel like I'm gonna win, but for me it's not really about that. It's more so about it's kind of like a motivation for me to keep going. So
Facts.
this
Mhm.
year I'll just be like doing challenges. I don't feel like I I'm at the capacity to do a 75-day challenge yet.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, we build. I'll probably
Yeah.
do it later on in the year.
Again, like you said, it's not even about that. Like, look at your freaking post. Like, I'm about to go on your profile and just like look, but like you have been posting. To me, it looked like every day.
Well, I post stories every day, but I don't post content every day, if that makes sense.
You
Like the
true.
last video I put up was like last week, but I
Gotcha. Okay.
post stories every day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But even that, like your stories, even what I see in terms of you posting your stories on the gym, you be taking mirror pictures with like your friends in the background. Like, I mean, y'all are getting it, and I see the progression. Do you see it? Do you see yourself losing?
I didn't see it. I can feel like it like physically, like my back, it's not as sore as it used to. It's sore right now only because I did a double weight session on Thursday and then I
Yeah.
did another session today. So it
Hmm.
was like, and they were heavy.
Yeah.
Um, so my lower back's a bit sore, but
Mm.
and I've been training more this past week and I can feel it in my body. Like
Yeah.
normally my body's not sore, but because I've been doing like double sessions and things like that, my body's sore. And I can see because I didn't post it, but I put a video together of me training last year and then me training like last week, and I can see like there's a big difference.
Come
Like
on.
my face is more refined.
Yep.
Like you can see my jawline better.
Yep.
It's not as round.
Hmm.
And my shoulders and my chest area, it's like gone down
Yeah.
to a more, I don't want to say muscular because I don't feel like it is, but it's just more refined and like shapely, if that
Hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah. That makes complete sense. I mean, that's what I see. I mean, your midsection, your lower section, I see it everywhere. Like you were doing, I think lat pull downs, and I saw your legs on the machine when you were on the machine. I was just like, wait, like. And then you like took a selfie in the mirror, and I saw that as well. And your midsection, like your midsection and your lower section, man, they're I don't know what's going on, but I mean, of course it looked good before, but like you are cutting, you are dropping.
The cutting is cutting.
The cutting is cutting. Let's go. The cutting is cutting. And again, it just makes me happy because, again, I remember when you first, spoke about joining the group and, the day of, like you just, talked about how much you needed that support, you needed this and that. And I remember where you were, it was right before your surgery. Um, and again, just looking at you now, again, whether you were in this group or not, it's just the progression I've been able to see having you in the group, like being able to have that communication with you. I know the struggles you've been through. I know the things you've been going through, but you've still been pushing. You've still been freaking pushing. And let me ask you that too. What is it? What has Larissa still going? Why hasn't she tapped out? Because um what's her name? Shirley, she almost did. So what is keeping you going?
Um, I've just gotten to a point where I want better for myself. And obviously, when I first started my journey, I've always wanted better. But
Yeah.
sometimes when you're morbidly obese and you haven't been this small in so long,
Mm,
when you get to a certain stage, you kind of give up. You're like, oh yeah, I'm skinny now. But I've been through that. Like I was like that like a couple years ago, and then that's when I gained weight.
yeah.
And so you gotta totally change the mindset, like um, where it's like even if you don't get it, like you set a goal, and even if you don't meet it, you just like keep pushing. So
Yeah.
for me, even when I was going through shit and like my life was chaos, like I still made sure I made like good choices when it comes down to the food I ate, and then
Hmm.
I still move my body like every day. Like
Yeah.
it's not just because you go through shit, like you stop taking care of yourself
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
like when you stop taking care of yourself, like it's like slow suicide. You'll like eventually
Yo.
die earlier than you're supposed to
Yep.
because it's, and it's all part of like self-care.
Yeah.
For
Yep.
me, like at the job interview I had last week,
Hmm.
they were like, what do you do to switch off and stuff? And then I was like, I make sure I log off on time. I don't know
Hmm.
what I have left to do. And then I just go to the gym. And
Yeah.
that helps me like, switch off. Go to the gym. I want to say I go for a walk, but that's a lie. I hate walking. Um,
Hmm. You hate
and
walking?
so I hate walking. I absolutely hate it.
What?
It's so boring.
Wait, so you
I
like
will rather do like 1,000 burpees than go for a walk.
what the heck? Nah, you're crazy. You're crazy. Mm-mm. Not burpees. Not burpees. I hate burpees.
But that's how much I hate walking. I didn't like burpees, but I'd rather do that than walk.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I feel that. And again, do what makes you happy. Do what you enjoy. And you seem like you're having fun when you work out. Like your pictures, you and your little girls I be seeing your girls in the background. They all be y'all all look like y'all having fun.
Well, they think I'm weird because like I actually love going to the gym. Like it's a passion of mine to go to
Yeah.
the gym.
Hmm.
Whereas for some people, it's a struggle. Like one of the girls I train with, I'm just like, come to the gym, it's so much fun. And then she dies. And I'm there with her, dying with her. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, it was such a good workout. She's like, are you kidding me? Like we just died. And I was just like,
Yeah.
and like it's good. It's like bittersweet. Like you
Yeah.
literally have to enjoy moving your body. And whether
Mm.
that's at the gym, going for a hike, yoga, whatever the hell it is,
Yeah.
you just need to enjoy it
Yeah.
because otherwise you won't do it and it'll feel like a chore.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially. Essentially. I mean, and Andy's joining us now. Andrea, what's good, lady?
Hey, hey, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. Wait, what am I doing?
Nah, you all good. Larissa's in here. I think y'all met before, by the way.
Yeah, we have. We have. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Hey, let's
Um,
go. Larissa, you remember
yeah,
her,
I
right?
was, huh?
Yeah,
Okay, I was asking her if she remember you. Yeah.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
no, it's been a minute. I'm off today, so I was like, and then I saw you on TikTok. I've been going live on TikTok lately, so
I saw you seemed like you were on live the whole freaking day. I was like, what the heck?
no, no, that wasn't the whole day, but yeah. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, we're doing good. We were just talking about Larissa and her dropping pounds. She's dropped about like 40 pounds in like freaking 2 weeks.
That's great.
She killing it.
Great.
She's killing. You
She's
need to
so dramatic. No, I didn't.
yeah, yeah,
I
in about three
thought
days. In about 3 days.
so annoying.
Yo, Andy, she's killing it. She's killing it. That's kind of what we were talking about. What's good, Claretta? I'm on TikTok Live too, Larissa and Andy, just so y'all know. But
what is y'all topic for the day?
to be honest, I was thinking about talking about you are what you eat, like that phrase, like
Mm-hmm.
feeling like crap when you eat like crap, because that's kind of how I felt maybe the past week. This week I've been killing it a lot more, but I was like, thinking about going into that and asking you guys, questions about that. But then,
Yeah.
Larissa was telling me what she's been doing, and I was thinking about maybe just going into the topic of like how you may not feel like you see progress, but it's there. Because Larissa, she was telling me how she was, kind of going through that and she didn't see it at first, but then now she sees it. And I was like, man, that may be a good topic to go into. So if y'all want to choose, y'all can just choose and I can throw questions from either one.
I mean, either or.
Larissa, what you want to
Yeah,
do?
I'm easy. Nah, I'm easy. Whatever.
I'm down. I'm down for anything right now.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, before we dive in, Andy, how are you? Larissa was killing it. She slaying it. She dropped 3 pound, 30, 40, 50 pounds in 3 days. What about you, Andy?
I'm good. I'm just chilling, just trying to hit these PRs. I recently hit 320 on deadlift, so that's a good.
I think
Nice.
you made a post about something. I forgot what that
Huh?
was. You made a post about your deadlifts, right? Like a few days ago.
Yeah. I recently hit 320 on
That's
deadlift. So.
crazy.
And then what else is new with me? I recently got this ambassadorship with this huge company. I'm
Mm.
about to do a launch soon.
What?
Yeah, I have an event tomorrow. They send me like free stuff, and I just need to do
What?
like taste testings and stuff. So,
Yo, I mean, and again, oh, Larissa clapping.
oh,
But
thank you.
that's not even to mention the fact that Andy got some leggings from TikTok, Larissa. She got like some
Huh?
like official limited edition leggings. Didn't you get like some leggings or something like that?
No, it was a bodysuit. Like,
What?
it was a bodysuit from TikTok. It's like this viral bodysuit on TikTok, and they send it for free. I think it was like my birthday month last year. And then I just had to like post it, and then you get commission if somebody buys it. But I stopped actually doing like TikTok shop stuff, but I've
Mm.
been just like focusing more on like doing content. I recently hit 8K. I'm
Wow.
trying to get to 10.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
So I've
dope.
just been trying to like get out my comfort zone, to be honest.
I love that. I love that. I see it with you and I see it with Larissa. Larissa, when are you gonna go live? You need to start going live.
Is you know I hate going live.
I know you hate going live. I know like when I
But
saw it,
lately I have been, so
I didn't think that was you. I saw your bubble. I was like, that's not Andy. And I saw your picture, and I saw your little legs. I was like, yeah, that's her legs. Those are her legs. So I was like, what the heck? But Larissa, again, she's been stepping out of her shell too. Larissa, when are you going live? I want to see you go live.
Never. I will
Ma-
never go live.
And do you hear
I
this?
wait,
I'm
what?
not. That's just not me. I cannot like. I'm so awkward. I was just like, nah, I
You are
cannot.
you are not awkward. You one of the most coolest people I know. What are you talking about?
Girl, I felt the same way. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. Like Trey would like force me, girl, if you don't go on.
Yes.
Sometimes I would force him like, hey, come on live with me.
Yeah, yeah,
Just so
yeah.
I would go on live type thing. But then I'm just like, you know what? Let me just do it.
hmm hmm And look at it now. Like
And
it's
then I'm like just used to it now. Like I try to
yep.
go on live as often, but I've just been really busy too. So
Yeah. But that's dope.
yeah. I
I'm
saw
proud of you.
Giselle. She's on live on Instagram
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I did see her live. I think she's meal
doing
prepping.
her like meal prep. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think she's meal prepping right now. But yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. That's what it is. That's what it's about. I've been telling Giselle to do the same thing. I told her, I was like, you got to go live more. Like it'll bring more
Mhm.
awareness to your brand. So like because when you go live, certain apps they push your content or they push your live up. Like,
Yeah, no, that's very true. Like
mm-hmm.
whatever you like post on your TikTok.
Yep. Exactly. So it brings more brand awareness as well. And on top of that, I just love talking to people. Y'all know me, I love talking to people. So I mean,
Yeah, I've met a lot of great people on
I'm
TikTok.
trying to tell you, some of the dopest people are on live. Larissa, go live.
I'm not
Like I
like you
met,
guys, and I don't. It's not like I'm not like an influencer. It's not like I'm trying to promote no brand. Like I'm just on a journey. That's it. Like I just feel like, and I'm would be so inconsistent because I get so busy with work and stuff.
Mm,
Um, I barely have time to like jump on. Sometimes I'm like not on just because it just gets
yeah.
so busy.
Yeah, I get that.
no, that's fair enough though.
I get that. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm proud of both of you. Before we hop into this, I just want to say that I'm proud of you, Larissa. I'm proud of you, Andi. Both of you, have again shown amazing growth. Andi, I know I've known you longer, and just from,
Mhm.
knowing you and the times we had, just going back to our like first group call that you were in, like
Yeah.
that seeing the growth that you have, the things you were going through, you would tell me about, whether it was albeit romantic relationships or
Oh
this,
Lord.
all that, and stuff.
That's
And
out the window, I'm
yo,
sure.
but that's what I'm saying though. Like sometimes it's, and again, I'll let this podcast or this group call just flow. But both of you kind of have this experience. So I'm gonna ask this question. How important, Larissa and Andi, how important would you both say like it is to like let things go? Whether that's people, whether that's certain things, whether that's jobs, how important would you say that has been in both of you all's like fitness journey up until the point to where you're at now?
You can go ahead.
Uh, so I'll just go first because I need to go check on the oven because I'm just uh baking. Uh,
Hmm.
bro, even though I'm on this challenge, my family still makes me bake because my parents go and like visit people. So I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll just bake even though I'm on a challenge. Anyways, um, I feel like it's important. Um, I'm a strong believer in if it doesn't serve you, then let it go.
Hmm.
Whether that's like people or like job opportunities, if you're not like in the right job and it's not serving you and it's not something that you want to do,
Hmm.
then like it's okay to just like change it up. And so for me, I'm coming from the perspective when I first started my journey, I would like go to the gym with like the girls or whatever. But then I got into the habit of like not wanting to go to the gym when they couldn't make it and stuff. And
Hmm.
it got to a point where I'm just like stuff it. I'm
Yeah.
going to the gym with or without them.
Hmm.
If they can make it, oh cool. Like we'll have a mad gym sesh. If they can't make it, cool. I'll still have a good gym sesh.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's important for those that are just starting the journey because at the end of the day, no one else can give you the life that you want and the benefits that come with living a healthy lifestyle apart from
Hmm.
you. Like you need to put it at the top of your priority list. You need to uh, do what's best for you, and what's best for you and the way that you live your life is different for
Hmm.
someone else.
Hmm.
Um, so I feel like it's important. It's yeah, and I think people that they're just like, oh, how can you go to the gym? Like, how can you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
and go to the gym at 5? Like, that's just insane. But for me, like, it's not insane because I freaking work my ass off to get where I am like now. And the reason why I'm reaping the benefits is because I put in the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I chose myself. I chose like this life for me. I don't want to be going living my life around doctor's appointments because I was like
Hmm.
morbidly obese.
Hmm.
I don't want to be held back from doing things because of my weight and like because the bigger you are, the more it like restricts and limits you from doing things.
Yeah.
And that's just a fact. Like
Hmm.
it's not like me talking down on like bigger people because
Yeah.
it's a fact. No, because I've been there.
Hmm.
Like and so like uh yeah, I feel like that's kind of been one of like a big lesson for me. I mean, it's cool if like you start like with, you know, like a gym partner or whatever, to like help motivate you and stuff. But if they
Yeah.
can't make it, you need to still get your ass to the gym and still do what you need to do
Yeah.
to make sure that you're good. I'll be back. Five
That's
minutes.
good. No, that's good. Yeah, thank you. That's good. Andy, you want to follow up with that? Yeah, like,
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. Like letting go of certain people because certain people weigh you down. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like you can be surrounded by people that act like they actually care,
Yeah.
but then once they like see that you came a long way, you're just gonna realize who isn't for you, as far as like friendship wise, relationship wise,
Yeah.
like along the journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, exactly. I remember you told me, I think you were telling me back in the Philippines, you had people that were, would bully you or things of that nature about your
Yeah.
weight. I remember you telling me that. I remember from a long time ago, you told me that. And
Ooh, years ago, bro.
yo, but look at you now, right? And I can't remember what you told me, but I think I asked you the question of like, what are they saying now? Because I'm sure they see you now. I'm sure they may come across you on Instagram or Face. Like what have you come across some of them, and what are they saying now? Those people who see you now.
Typical. I always liked you in the past.
Okay.
And I'm just like, okay. Or like, I don't know how you do it. Like certain people, it's just like you just outgrow certain people, regardless
Hmm.
of the people that you were close with back in the days. It's just like now, as you get older, it's more so like surrounding yourself with the right people
Hmm.
that can actually benefit you. Not benefit wise in like using people wise, no, not in
Right.
that,
Hmm.
but it's more so like you know how they say like if you put a rotten tomato in a bunch of like regular tomatoes, it's all gonna rot.
Yo,
But with
true.
like one person like trying to like, you never know because sometimes your biggest supporter are strangers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
like I said, I've cut so many people off in the past couple months, and I've just seen like a change, like a
Come
huge difference
on.
in
Come
my life.
on. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. Hanging around negativity versus positivity, or people who always are negative versus people who are always positive. To be honest with you, I think that it probably even makes you live longer.
Yeah.
Because you're taking care of yourself, like Larissa said, you're taking care of yourself. It's self-love, it's self-care. You know, like you're caring about yourself. If you don't cut people off, if you don't cut things off that needs to be cut off that are weighing you down, they're just
Yeah,
gonna they're
exactly.
gonna drag you down.
Yeah,
They're
Can I
gonna,
because
say something else?
you never know. Yeah, go ahead.
Mhm.
So I was just gonna say it's kind of like that saying also where it's like you're a product of your environment.
Yes.
So it's not so much like you're benefiting from like other people. It's more so kind of aligning your goals and stuff with like
Mm-hmm.
like-minded people because otherwise you won't
Exactly.
be able to grow or like reach those goals if you're surrounded by people that have different priorities.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
exactly right.
that's true.
Yeah. And the thing is, they look at you when you do that, a lot of times you get negative feedback. You get negative responses, right? People get mad at you. Or
Yeah.
they think you're fake, right? They like, man, you fake. Like, how dare you cut me off? Like, I've known you all this time. You're not showing up for me anymore, or you're not here for me anymore. You think you're better than me. You think that's kind of the response,
Yeah. But
you know?
they look at it in a different perspective. Like majority, like 9 times out of 10, a lot of people nowadays, they
Hmm.
listen to respond. They don't listen to understand like what is actually going on.
Fact. Facts. That is so facts. Like,
They're so quick to respond in certain situations without even trying to understand like
exactly.
the root and cause of certain things.
Hmm. Yeah, you're exactly right. Larissa said something else too, um, in the beginning of the conversation that really kind of like hung on to what I wanted to like point out. And she said, and Andy, you could tell me, how you deal with this as well. But
Mhm.
moments where, because I actually had one of these recently, moments where you're so weighed down, you almost feel yourself slipping into a depressive state, depression. But Larissa said, life goes on. You have to continue. Like She was like, she said if you don't get up, it's almost like slow suicide. Like if you know what I'm saying, if you go into depression, you start laying in the bed, you stop taking care of your health and your fitness, and you just kind of throw your life away. Larissa put it as it's almost like slow suicide. Would you agree with
No,
that?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm.
I don't know if you noticed, like I wiped down my Instagram. Like I would
I
say like
saw, yeah.
past couple weeks I've been in that downward spiral.
Hmm.
But like she said, it's like a slow suicide. I just like sat there and just like think to myself, like, what the heck am I doing?
Hmm.
You know?
Hmm.
So I completely agree with her. Like if you like everything is like a mind over matter.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like it all comes down to like what you think. Like, do you want to be stuck in that certain position?
Hmm.
Because nobody else is gonna do it for you. Nobody else is gonna help you but you. Yes, you do have certain people in your life, but at the end of the day, if you don't take action for your own self, then nothing's really gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. You're exactly right. Like I heard a quote. It was a quote in a book I read one time where it was like they were saying like people who always need other people to continue or like if you can't like kind of like what you both have been saying, if you can't let people go, if you can't, you feel like you can't progress in life unless you have certain people in your life always all the time supporting you always. If that's how you feel, the author of this book I read said he said that's kind of like you dying with all your loved ones surrounding your deathbed. They
Mm-hmm.
can't go with you. You're about to leave and they're surrounding your deathbed. So, I guess what good is that other than the fact that you just have them there for that moment, but they can't go with you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to walk alone. You have to learn to be in those moments
exactly.
where you're alone. You have to have those moments where you're like Larissa said, I'm gonna get up and go whether somebody goes with me or not, whether someone shows up to the gym with me or not, whether someone does this or not, you have to be willing to say, I'm gonna be my own self motivator. Yeah. You have
Yeah,
to find that
that's
own
very true.
You have to find that own inner strength. What would you both say is that I guess that thing that motivates you the most within yourself? Is it your children? I know Larissa's not a mother, but Andi, is it your children? Is it your faith or is it your mom? It's just
So,
some yeah. Hmm.
like to me personally, there is like a huge difference between having motivation and an inspiration. So to
Mm.
take it as inspiration, because motivation wise is like more so like is the outer part aspect of it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, I watch these fitness influencers. Oh, they motivate me to work out. They motivate me to like lift better. They motivate me to lift more.
Yeah.
But if you don't have I would say like inspiration wise is like it comes from within you. Like what inspires me to do certain things.
Hmm.
I
Facts.
get inspiration from my kids because at the end of the day, they're more so like the one that gives me like the discipline to like what am I doing for? Like I told you, like in the
Mm.
beginning of the journey, you have to find your why. My
Yeah.
why is
Hmm.
basically my inspiration to do things.
Hmm.
Because it's a huge difference. Like I said, it's a huge difference between motivation and inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts. Giselle will always say that discipline over motivation type, yeah, inspiration over yeah, yeah, I feel that.
What was the question? I forgot.
Just more so like, what is that internal, you could call it, I refer to it as motivation, but Andi said inspiration, or you could even say, maybe that internal push. What's that internal thing or that one main internal thing that you hold on to kind of push you out of the bed or to push you out of that depressive state and to continue living and going?
For me, it's discipline.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
because there can be days where you're not inspired or motivated to do anything.
Hmm.
But if you have discipline on lock, you go whether or not you want to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like um especially like for women when it's like that time of the month and stuff
Mm.
and you're feeling like your back sore or like you're having, like period cramps or whatever.
Hmm.
and the last thing you want to do is like go to the gym.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's discipline that like makes you go, and I guess a little bit of determination. Um, but I don't really have a internal push. I
Hmm.
just get it done.
Just get it done.
Uh,
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, like I'm not a mother, and so like I can't talk about how they, I guess, like what pushes them or what drives them
Yeah.
when it comes to like their fitness journeys. But for me, comparing from when I first started my fitness journey like to now, it's more so like a way of life and what I don't want my life to be like
Hmm.
and to go back to. So I wouldn't say it's just a push for me. It's just I've built habits around um, disciplining myself to go with it. Like some mornings, like I have to wake up at 4,
Yeah.
like I'll fall out of my bed to get up because
Hmm.
sometimes I'm just like tired,
Yeah.
but like not going is not an option, if that makes
Yeah. Yeah. Man, Larissa's always been this way. Like that's another reason why I really admire her.
Mhm.
She's definitely always been that way. Like the I just get it done type, like it's just a thing. It's just something that has to be done. And I respect that. Andy, you
well,
too.
it's 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 different for everyone. But for me, if I get too much in my head, I end up not going, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like
Hmm.
if I have to think, oh, I have to get up, I have to get changed, I have to drive to the gym. Like if you get too much in your head, then you just don't go.
Facts.
Yeah,
For me,
that's
it's just get up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's so true. That's so true. And even like hopping back to like the mother aspect of it, right? Because again, me and Larissa, we have no children. Now, Larissa, I know you babysit a lot, so you kind of have kids, but like I know you tell me you oftentimes take care of your like your family, children, the kids in your family. But Andy, for you, you go so hard, you work out. I wouldn't have thought you had any kids. Like, how do you like? How do you? I guess as a mom, like, so I guess speaking to the mothers that may even hear this
Mhm.
or that are listening, like, how do you as a mom balance taking care of two other souls on top of your own soul when it comes to just your fitness and
I
just life in general?
mean, it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's rough to do
Yeah.
it, you know, because on top of me working my 12-hour shift,
Yeah.
and I recently started training people and like going to the gym, working out for myself, and doing with two kids.
Man.
I mean, it's tough, but it's more so like again, it's like an inspiration. It's like you gotta love what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stressors out there. There's a lot of factors that adds up to the stress, but I mean, what can we do? Life is inevitable.
Yeah.
So we can't just like be complacent in what we're doing.
Yeah.
Finding like the right balance. It's like
Yeah.
more so like some of my coworkers are just like, oh, I don't know how you go to the gym. I can't do it. But I'm just like, I feel like nobody can give me an excuse as to why they can't go to the gym. I'm a full-time mother. I work 12
Yeah.
hours and I still make time to go to the gym. So to me, like you can't get anywhere with excuses. Like, again, you have to find your why. It's about a matter of like balancing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, fitness wise, like if you let's say okay, you don't have access to a gym, there's home workouts, there's YouTube, like there's a lot of like
Yeah. Yeah.
things nowadays that you can actually use to learn things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no excuse. That's what you keep saying. There's no excuse. Yeah.
No, because there isn't. Like if you just like live your life with excuses, then there's really nothing for you to do in life. Like you can't move forward.
Yeah. Hmm.
You got to set yourself a long-term and short-term goal as to what you like want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was once there. I used to procrastinate a lot. I used to say
Hmm.
I can't do it. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna go because of this and that. I don't have a babysitter. I don't have this. But who am I really cheating on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm
Mm-hmm.
cheating on myself,
On yourself, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and that's all it is.
Dang, man, that's some raw truth. Y'all spit some raw truth tonight, man. Like, but that's straight facts. That's straight facts. That's straight facts. All right, let me take it another angle, and I want to just hit on this point before we wrap it up. But this angle is one in which we spoke, which I kind of wanted to get into as well. I was kind of trying to decide between the two, but okay. Larissa also mentioned how at first she didn't necessarily, because I asked her before you hopped on,
Hmm.
Andy. I asked her like, hey, because we were talking about her weight loss. Again, she's losing a lot of weight in her
Hmm.
midsection and her lower body. Like I just told her I've been seeing her posts and just been seeing the progress, and I was like, do you see it? I'm like, do you see this progress? And she was like, at first she didn't, and obviously everybody can get there. I've been there. I'm sure a bunch of people have been there when it comes to fitness where they don't see the progress. Um, I guess Andy, if you could also, if you want to respond to that, and then Larissa, you can too. But have you, Andy, been in that moment where you didn't see progress, but you were putting work in, for months on end, and you just felt like you just was not seeing progress? And then what did you do to get to see the progress or to get out of not seeing the progress? What did you do?
Yeah, I would say of course, I feel like we've all been in that situation where we just like didn't see any difference at all
Hmm.
till other people noticed it until they
Yeah.
say they said something. So I
Hmm.
would say like in the beginning of my fitness journey 3 years ago, like the first few months, like people were telling me like, "Oh, you're losing a lot of weight. Like that's great." And I'm just there standing like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah. Hmm.
You know?
Hmm.
But I just kept like going. I'm not gonna lie to you, at certain point, like I got demotivated
Mm. Yeah.
because this was like in the beginning, I was just focused on the
Yeah.
scale.
Hmm.
So like I really was just like, why am I focusing on the numbers on the scale?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so I just went hard. I started meal prepping. I started tracking my calories
Hmm.
and just doing proper diet. But at the end of the day, it's like more so like 80% nutrition and 20% of
Yeah.
work.
Yep.
So I just kept like pushing myself. I was so hard on myself to
Mm.
a point where it affected my mental.
Wow.
And I mean, sometimes you just gotta keep pushing, to be honest.
Mm.
Like this is why what I tell my like the people that I train is like to take before pictures.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Because like if you take your before pictures, then you're going to like see you yourself are going to see a huge difference.
Yo, come on.
And do not focus on the scale. I don't know if you guys heard of like body recomposition.
I've
Um,
heard of that. Yeah. Hmm.
so it's mainly
Yeah.
like, you can be the same weight as you were, but you're gonna see a huge difference in your appearance.
Wow. Wow. That's true because you may be losing fat, but you may be gaining muscle, things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like right now, like when people ask me about my weight, like they don't believe me, they think I'm lying, but I've gained so much muscle mass as years passed. Right now I'm at 220.
Wow.
And if you would look, like people say, no, you're not
No, you're
220. I'm
not. Yeah.
yeah, I am. I am 220. Like
Wow.
at first I'm just like, oh my God, I'm 220. I need to lose weight. But
Hmm.
then the weighing scale that I have right now, it actually counts the muscle mass. And I've seen the change in like the growth.
Yep.
So that's why I was like, there's a huge difference. Like people should really look into like body recomposition and not focus on the weight on the scale.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true. That's so true. Larissa, you want to comment on that?
Yeah. Sorry, what's the question?
Just
Something
just what
about, yeah.
Yeah, just essentially kind of like what you were saying. Like you were saying that, at first you didn't see that progress. And, essentially, and I know you answered the question, but I kind of would want you to restate it. But that is, how did you get out of not seeing that progress? You dropped a fire pick, by the way, Andy. She dropped a fire pick in the group. of a before and after, and it was a huge difference. But I know you told me, Lewis, that there was a point where you didn't see the progress when it was there. So what made you finally see it? I guess that's the question.
Um, I think it's so important to be kind to yourself in those instances when you do feel like you're going nowhere. Um, I think it's also important to know that your weight fluctuates, especially for women. Like when we're on the time of the month, sometimes your
Mhm.
weight can go up a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's also really important to do body scans because, as Andy said, like you can be the same weight, but it could be like muscle and like
Mm.
not fat, but it also helps you track like your fat percentage as well.
Yeah.
So like the F45 challenge I'm on at the moment, they do body scans, which is like how much muscle you're holding, water weight, fat percentage, like everything. Um, for me, when I think it was more so when I would plateau, when I was losing weight,
Yeah.
that was probably like the hardest because it like screws with your head. And it makes you think you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
Um, but I think there was like one point where that's when I was at my lowest and I felt like I couldn't lose anymore. That's when I started to gain weight again. Um,
Mm.
and then that made me even more depressed. And it was
Mm.
like a downward spiral. So like now I've like lost not all of it. I think I'm like 10 kgs
Mm-hmm.
from getting to my lowest,
Mm-hmm.
10 or 12,
Yeah.
which is good. I don't
Yeah.
know how much it is, like 20 pounds or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think you need to also reflect when you're on a fitness journey, whatever your goal would be. It's important to reflect the victories as well as
Mm.
the
Mhm.
downfalls
Yes.
because
Yep.
uh, you don't realize like how far you've come. And sometimes you can be too much in your head about it.
Yeah.
Um, you also need to change your mindset if you're only focused on the weight
Mhm.
because as Andy has said, like there could be like different reasons as to why like but weight's like nothing. Weight is good to weigh yourself if you're morbidly obese and you've just started
Yeah.
because it's only supposed to be a tool that measures your progress.
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend people to measure themselves as well. That could be a good way of
That's good.
um, seeing the progress that you're doing. Um, but yeah, it's definitely hard because it's more so like it stuffs you like mentally,
Yeah.
and then if you don't get out of it, it affects you physically. Like you can start to gain weight
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
if
Yeah.
you just give up. But I think people forget to realize that it's a lifestyle change. Just
Mhm.
because you reach a goal, and like even for me, just because you reach a goal doesn't mean that you just stop.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you make new goals, and then you reach those goals, and then you make new goals. Like there's never a point when you should stop growing or stop trying to achieve like new things because there's always something different in different aspects of your life that you can improve on.
Facts.
That's true.
So facts. So facts. And I'm gonna point this part out because I think what you just said was very important. You gave a warning, and that was to the fact that you can lose weight, and then once you feel like you've hit a point where you can't lose any more weight, you can end up gaining all that weight back because you fall into depression. Like you end up being like, man, I come this far, and now I'm like at a point to where I feel like I'm at a stalemate, and I can't make any more progress. So you know what? I'm just gonna give it all up, and then most people go back and they end up gaining more weight than they had before. So you said something really important, and that is to be kind to yourself. I think you need to, there's definitely an emphasis on that. While we're losing this weight, while we're growing in our fitness journey and we're becoming healthier, be kind to yourself and realize that it's a lifestyle. This is a forever thing, like as long as you're living thing. So don't beat yourself up if there's a failure or if you hit a wall. And I really love that warning. I appreciate that. It's dope. This was dope, y'all. I mean, this is kind of where I wanted it to go. I just wanted it to flow, and I feel like we were flowing. I feel like this was amazing. Larissa kicked us off. Andi, you jumped in here and just kind of lit
Thank
it
you
all
for
up.
having me.
Of course, you
Oh,
snuck
it's
your way.
been a minute.
She snuck her way in through live. I saw you. She snuck her way. I was like, "Who is that?" She was like, "Let me in."
But yeah, no, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I've
Mm.
been really busy.
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel that. And again, even though you've been busy, you still been killing it. You still been there. I still been seeing you. Um, and you've always made yourself known. Like like Larissa, you have kicked and come out of your shell so much. You know, like you're not even the same person anymore. It's like I kind of want to call you a whole different name, but it's still you. Like I'm so happy, and you too, Larissa. Like you're just not the same person anymore. You know, I don't know whether to call you Larissa, Riri. I don't know what to call you now, but you just, you know, like y'all have just grown, and it is so beautiful. And I take pride in it, to be honest, because I'm like, I feel like my group had something to do with it. And maybe not a lot, but if anything, if it was just one of these calls that helped out, I take pride in that fact. Where I'm just like, man, you know, having people come together and talk about these things.
Hmm.
I think it's so important. You know, whether it's my group or any group, whether y'all start your own group and talk about these things, people need to get together and talk more about these things. Um, because it truly is a life or death situation. People are dying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are literally dying. And so it needs to be talked about. And what y'all are talking about, this is why I love having y'all on, is because y'all talk about things that need to be talked about. This is dope, Andi. Larissa, ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. But if y'all have anything else to say, if y'all want anything else for the people on TikTok or YouTube when I upload this to hear from what y'all want to say or anything that y'all have to say, y'all can say it now.
Just keep going. That's
Hmm.
all I say. Like the days that you guys don't feel like going, just that's the day that you push harder.
Yeah,
Is it like I think we've discussed this before, like the days that you don't feel like going, that's more so like it should give you a reason more to go
yeah.
because it ends up being like one of the best workouts you ever had, to be
Facts.
honest.
Facts. Yeah, that's right.
But
That's good. On the days you don't want to go, keep going. That go the hardest on the day you don't want to go.
yeah,
That's dope. That's dope. Oh, that's dope. That's a quote right there. That's dope.
yeah, I be dragging sometimes, but
Y- But that's
then
dope.
like think about how far I've came in my journey,
Hmm.
and then I'm just like, yeah, no, ain't no way I'm going back.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way I'm going back to where I started. Like, no
Let's,
way.
let's go. Let's freaking go. I love it. Larissa, you have anything you want to leave them with?
Um, yeah, just never give up, eh? Like
Hmm.
this journey is fucking hard.
Hmm.
Like I have 4 years at uni and that was nothing compared to the fitness journey I've been on for the past since 2018. What's
Wow.
that, 6 years?
Wow.
Um, it has its ups and downs and like obviously, but you got no other choice. You gotta just keep pushing, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Um, there are times when like, you go through you're going through it and you may not be eating the best, but
Yeah.
like fuck it, who cares? Just keep going. Like, um, it's so hard, sorry, it's so easy to give up. Um, but you just gotta push through it because at the end of the day, it's your emotions, like what you're going through is making you like, you know, choose to just like, not do anything about it. But
Mm.
once you go through the storm, like you'll come out like even stronger, like emotionally, and it gives you like even more drive and determination to
Yeah.
just keep going.
Hmm.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. I've seen both of you do that. I've seen both of you do that, Larissa, and I've seen both of you do that, and y'all both came out way stronger. And it's like Like y'all, I told y'all, I tell people this all the time. They be like, oh Trey is so dope that you made these groups for people to talk and stuff. And I tell them, I'd be like, man, you know what? I think I made these groups for me the most. Like, like in some weird selfish reason, I feel like I made these groups for me because I realized I needed them the most.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. And y'all stories, what y'all tell me and what y'all share, it inspires me. So I appreciate y'all. I do. Ladies, thank y'all. Make sure y'all add each other. Y'all have each other added on social media, right?
I don't think so. Do you have
I don't
Instagram?
think so. Yeah, I do.
What is
Try
your
put us in a
IG?
group, add each
Yeah, put
other.
us in a group on Instagram.
All right, I'll put you on the group. Yeah, because I was like, y'all definitely need to have each other locked in. Yeah, for sure. So I'll put y'all in there. I'll do that now as soon as we get off of here. But Andi, Larissa, thank y'all so much for just coming on again, pouring out. I love y'all, nothing but love. TikTok, YouTube. This is Let's Just Talk Fitness, with my fitness group. And I thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And until next time, next Sunday,
I'm
y'all
off
be
next Sunday. I'm free.
you free? Look, she
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
be
free.
on. She wasn't even supposed to be on the day. I just let her in
I
since
know,
we ain't had
I know,
nobody.
I
But all
know.
right,
Trying to sneak in.
she snuck in. Okay, but nah. Again, thank y'all so much for the time. Love y'all. And until next time, as y'all know, I'll add y'all in the group right now.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you.
I'm
Have a
actually
good
I'm
one.
on live on TikTok too. So I don't know if you wanna are you still on live on TikTok, Trey?
I'm live right now, but I was about to hop off.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Wait, you about to go live now?
No, I've been on live. I was like streaming.
Oh, you were still on live?
Yeah, I was. I am still on live right now. Shoot you an
Yo,
invite real quick.
you better shoot me an invite.
Yeah, I saw no, it's because I saw like you guys were talking about like anime and all that
Hmm.
stuff. I
Yeah.
can't that, but yeah, no. So yeah, I'll send you an invite and then I'll check my Instagram.
All right, bet. Sounds good. Make sure y'all add each other.
I
Yeah, of
will. Thanks,
course, of course.
man.
All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All
You
right,
too.
have a good week.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all too. Bye.